Hello, and welcome to Knit All the Yarn podcast. My name is Lisa, and I live in Michigan with my husband and my two girls. You can find me on Instagram and Ravelry as 72 Stitches. And this is episode 145. I got my coffee, my Scrappy Sunday mug. This is the last of the pumpkin spice creamer. So sad. So I'm going to have to enjoy every last sip. I'm sure it'll come back like maybe August. So that's what, 5 months? Let's see, April, May, June, July. Yeah, 4 or 5 months. I think I can do it. I got this mug from Kay of the Crazy Sock Lady. I noticed that she did an update yesterday, and she has these mugs in her shop. I believe the icon is the same, but it might be a darker gray. But it is that like speckled campfire mug type of thing, but it's ceramic. And I ordered the Crazy Sock Lady one because she is the Crazy Sock Lady, but I feel like I'm the Crazy Sock Lady too. So she's just going to have to share that title. So I have, so next time I'll have peppermint mocha. I haven't had that in a really long time, but I think that will tide me over until pumpkin spice comes back. This is my YouTube channel where I share my knitting, crocheting, cross stitch, whatever crafty thing I'm up to. It's mostly knitting. Today it is all knitting. If you are new, welcome. And if you're a returning viewer, welcome back. I will have all the show notes right down there in the description box. Chevron thing, wherever you have to push that button, depending on where you're watching this. I'll have all the links to where you can find me. Actually, I only have one link. I have the links for Instagram, where I'm most active, Ravelry. I'll have links to yarn shops, bag shops, patterns. I also have my reading and watching down there. Stash enhancement. All that good stuff right down there. All right, I have 3 finished objects and 2 whips. I was only going to have 1 whip. Was it yesterday? I think it was yesterday. Yes, I cast on a new pair of socks because I need more content and I need more socks, right? So I do have some stash enhancement. I also have some dream knitting that I'm not sure when I'm going to start yet. All right, I think that's my spiel. We can get started. Right? Right. Okay. Finished object. Number 1. I love these so much. Do I show them this way? Look at these. And the lighting's going to be a little weird because daylight savings time, and I'm recording a little bit early. I didn't say the date. It's Sunday, March 20th, 2022. And it's 9:14 a.m. So we have the time change, and I'm up here an hour early-ish. I don't know. The sun is like right there. So it's going to be, lighting's going to be a little off, but I don't think it's that bad. That's pretty accurate. Look at these Scrappy socks. I made these for my kiddo so she can have a pair of Scrappy socks for Scrappy Sunday. I did all self-striping scraps. Afterthought heel. 64 stitches. Now she is, let's see, how old is she? Oh my word. She's going to be 12. Oh no, she's 11 right now. Her birthday's in November, so her feet are really close to my size, like maybe an inch. So I said, I'll just make them to my size. They're a little big right now, but you will grow into them. My screen time was up 11% from last week. Thanks for that message, Apple. That was so nice of you. Yeah. So I do 64 stitches. I just make them to fit my foot. If her foot gets bigger than mine, I really doubt it. Then I'll change it up, but yeah, as of right now, these are hers. And I did not repeat any of the colors. I tried really hard not to do that. But there's various dyers in here. There's Night Owl Fibers. There's lots of Nomadic Yarns. There's Desert Vista Dye Works. This one's Gauge Dye Works. This one's Valkyrie Fiber Arts, I think. Yeah, not much else to say. I weaved all the ends in. I think I finished these on Sunday. Did I finish these on Sunday? Time. I'm pretty sure I finished them on Sunday after I recorded. I weaved all the ends in. Yeah, was I at the point where I just needed heels last week? Did I have like a half a heel? I don't remember. At any rate, I finished them up on Sunday. I weaved all the ends in. I timed myself. It took me half an hour, which isn't that bad. I don't mind. When I got to that point, I was like, I just want to finish these. So I just weaved them all in, wove them all in. Grammar. But yep, these are for her. Oh yeah, there's also Kirby Werby in here. Just everything. I just tried to make sure that I used all 75-25 base. That was my only rule. And after that, I just went crazy. All right, so that's sock pair number 1. Sock pair number 2. That's right. I finished 2 pairs of socks. Look at me go. Oh, look at these. These ones are for me. I'm keeping these, like I said in my last video. Oh, mustache yarn. I don't know how in the world she does it. It's magical. These match perfectly. It's awesome. Usually with mustache yarn, I match them perfectly because she makes it so easy. I just start at the same spot. I usually start in the middle of a color change. And then that way, when I do the second one, there's 2 50-gram balls. She just makes it so easy. So this is Boba. I know she has renamed some of her Star Wars colors. So I don't know what it's called now, but I bought this game probably 2 or 3 years ago. Finally dug it out of my stash, and oh, it's beautiful. The heels, I did Lolo Did It. I believe this is Coal Miner's Daughter. I have like 3 grays that I like to just keep on hand for heels, toes, and cuffs because it's perfect. I love gray. So yeah, these are for me. They match perfectly. 64 stitches. I'll talk about all my needles and whatnot because in my whips. Afterthought heel. And I knit 5 rounds before I do my decreases. 64 stitches. All that jazz. When did I finish these? Did I finish these Saturday? Friday. I finished these on Friday. Not that you guys care. And if you follow me on Instagram, you probably already saw them. I try not to. I feel weird like posting finished objects in my Instagram, and then I'm like, well, people have probably already seen all of this stuff. Do they even want to come back to watch my podcast? I don't know. Maybe some of you guys don't have Instagram. I'm just going to keep doing what I'm doing. I like posting my finished objects on Instagram. Oh, beautiful. All right. And I bet you're thinking, well, Lisa, you said 3. You said 3 finished objects. Last week you only had 3 whips. Did you? Did you finish what I think you finished? Well, let's see. I finished the body of my sweater. I was right here last week. Finished the body of my sweater. And then I finished the sleeve. Yes, I did. So, yeah, I finished the body of my sweater. I finished the sleeve. Did I finish the second sleeve? Yes, I did. I finished my sweater, guys. Finished it. Look at that. Oh my goodness, that looks so good on camera. It's blowing my face out. So I've been pronouncing the sweater wrong. Somebody commented in my video last week. I've been saying Chalet because that's how it's spelled. Chalet, but I think it's supposed to be pronounced Chalet. Chalet Days sweater. I will have the name of the pattern down below so you can search it. This is a worsted weight sweater. I was going to wear it today, but I'm getting warm in my sweatshirt. I need to probably not wear my sweatshirt today, but it's getting warm out. We'll talk about weather later. Oh, look at that. So let's see. This is worsted weight. This green, this really, really dark green, like almost black, is Knitpicks Wool the Andes. It's both of them. The green is Jurassic, and the light gray is silver. I have not blocked it yet because I finished it on Wednesday. So I finished the body on Monday. I finished one sleeve on Tuesday, and I finished the second sleeve on Wednesday. And since this is a really heavy-duty sweater, if I washed it on Wednesday, it would still be on the mats drying. So I decided I will probably wash it and block it tomorrow, and cross my fingers that it's dry by Sunday, or actually Saturday. We'll talk about that later. Maybe I'll wear it. If not, I will show it to you, and hopefully, like this is the one that's really puckering. It's not that bad, but I'm hoping a little washy will block it out. But yep, it's done. I pretty much followed the pattern. The body I did 2 inches longer than they said. I think they said to knit 11 inches and then do your 2 inches of rib. And I'm like, I tried it on when I got to 11. I'm like, that's way too short. Either I have a long torso or I'm just not comfortable with shorter sweaters. So it's a little bit longer. I believe I did 13 inches and then did 2 inches of rib. And my sleeves. Now, maybe I have short arms. This looks really short, but it comes down to like here. This part right here, this color work, it hits like in the middle of my bicep. Is this your bicep? I think it's my bicep. So I really didn't have to do that much sleeve because it would hit right here, if that makes sense. If I have it on, I will show you. You will see. But I don't know if I'll wear it on the next podcast. I don't know if it's going to be dry. I don't know what the temperature is going to be like. But at some point, I will have this on my body. You might have to wait till next winter. So the sleeve I did all of the decreases. I think I had to do 5 rows and then a decrease row, and I did all of them that the pattern said to do. And then when I got to that point, I tried it on, and it was like maybe here on my wrist. So I decided to do 1 more inch. So I did 1 inch, tried it on, and I'm like, okay, it's time for the rib. So then I just did my ribbing. I think this is 2.5, somewhere between 2.5 and 2 inches. But and you're probably thinking, how in the world did you knit a whole sleeve in one day? Let me show you. These right here. These were worth every penny. Every penny. I am never, ever again, if I knit another sweater, am I doing the sleeves on DPNs. Never again. Never again. So, yes, Doing sleeves in the round, game changer. So I suggest you do that. So since I bought those, I'm probably going to have to make another sweater to make the buying them worth it, but we'll see. I don't know yet. I'm not feeling the like super pull to make sweaters. I mean, I love the sweater and I will wear it. But once I bound it off, I'm like, I don't work on socks. So here she is. Try not to hold it against me. Hit the microphone, but oh, look at that. It's beautiful. Look, you can pretend to see it's on me. And I used, for the needles, I used all recommended needles. I did go up a size for the color work. I don't know if that was a good idea. Because, I mean, the sweater fits fine. It's a little roomy, a little big. Glad I did not go a size up like I thought I was going to do, because it wouldn't have happened. It would have been huge. It's big now. It would have been really big. So I'm happy with it. What else? What else do I say about it? I don't know. I don't have anything else. Like I said before, I've had to fix the neckline. Somebody's whistling. But I fixed it. I was able to pick it up and all that jazz. And so when I did the sleeve and the bind off, I just did the same. I bound off in pattern. I want to try the sewn bind off. I mean, I don't think that looks bad. It looks fine to me. So, I don't know. But I finished my sweater. So you guys don't have to see this anymore. So if I remember and it's dry, I will either show it again so I can show you my blocked color work part, or I will wear it. We will see. Oh, that was a big project. Feels so good to get a big project off the needles. Yes. All right, that is all my finished objects. 17 minutes in. All right, whips. Whip number 1. It's in my bags by Awesome Granny. This is my Scrappy bag. I have decided, since I finished those Scrappy socks yesterday, did I really do all this yesterday? Maybe I had a cuff cast on. Maybe I cast on a cuff on Friday. I don't know. Time. Am I right? My microphone cord keeps hitting the box. Let's untangle it a little. Sorry. All right, so I'm like, I have to cast on another pair of Scrappy socks. I'm doing this for the Easy Peasy Scrappy Sock Cal over on Instagram. I believe I will still have all the links to that knit along in the down box thing, description box. This is my second pair for the Cal. It ends on April 30th. So I'm just going to keep on going. Those pair were for my daughter, so these ones are going to be for a friend. She watches. I can't surprise her. She watches and we chat all the time, so. Amy, these are for you. Look at this sock 1. Sock 2. Look at how these. It's kind of blowing out. So same thing with my other sock. I'm doing all 75-25 base. Last week I showed the 2 big Ziploc bags, the 2, I think they're gallon size bags, of all the scrappy self-striping yarn that I had. Oh, my throat just made a weird noise. Sorry if you heard that. So yeah, I'm just like, I'm going to keep going. And see how much pairs of socks I can get out of these 2-gallon bags. So far, it doesn't, if I remember, I will show you the bags after I complete this pair, but it's not going to look any different, I don't think. So I'm knitting these kind of tandem. These are Chiaogoo needles, red lace, 2.5 millimeter, which is a US 1.5. All of my markers here, I will have in the description box. I will have a link to a video about my stitch markers, if you're curious. For these ones, I did 15 rows of 2x2 rib, magic loop. Did I say the needles? I'm using 32-inch cord for each one. I'm going to do afterthought heel right where these white markers are. Going to do a cut in. I like to pick up the stitches above that row, below that row, and snip in the middle, and then unravel from here to here, and then just pop that heel in. I will do 5 rows before I do my decrease. So for these ones, I did 50 rows for the leg. I hope that's long enough, Amy. I don't know. I know you say you don't care, but I'm like, well, do you have a preference? Do you like short ones? Do you like long ones? If you don't care, I'm just going to mix it up. I'm just teasing. If you want long socks, I'll knit you long socks. But we're going to go with 50 inches, or not 50 inches. We're going to go with 50 rows for these ones, if you're okay with that. If not, you better tell me quick, because I might finish them. Yeah, 64 stitches. I think I said everything else. I said 15 rows. She likes longer cuffing, ribbing, so I do 15. I think that's it. Yep. I can't believe it. I did a whole sock yesterday. Because I think this one, I had the heel, or not the heel, I had the cuff done. I think I did the cuff Friday so that I had something to start on Saturday. Because I finished those socks on Friday. I know I cast this one on yesterday. Bam. And I got that all done. I think this was the only thing I worked on. I'm obsessed. I can't stop. This is like potato chip knitting for me. It's like I just want to get to the next ball. I got these little tiny nuggets here. I'm just going to use it till it's gone. This one's a little bit bigger. I don't think I'll use all of it. Maybe I'll go through the striping sequence and then I'll just cut it. I love it. All right, I think that's it about those socks. I would love to have these done really soon. I don't know. We'll see. Probably going to work on them today because it's Scrappy Sunday. All right, I have one more whip. Got out an old bag by Freckled Whimsy. She doesn't make bags anymore, but Little Red Riding Hood. This is another one of my favorites. So I finished those Star Wars socks, and I'm like, do I cast on Fleechy, mustache yarn, night owl fibers? I mean, look at all this yarn. Do I do more commercial yarn? And I'm like, I don't know. Maybe I'll do Fleechy. I didn't do Fleechy. I was looking through my stash and I found this, and I'm like, oh, this is the perfect time to knit this. For Peep's sake, this is inspired by the Peep candy. I used to love that candy when I was a kid. Oh, right now I can't stand it. Like, but it has to be yellow chicks. Those were the only ones that I eat. I didn't like the purple chicks. I didn't like the blue ones. Yes, they all taste the same, but I liked the yellow chicks. Fun fact. So here we are. Not much. So it stripes like a rainbow. I started with the purple here, and it goes blue, green, yellow, orange, pink. So it's like a pastel, a rainbow. And it has a little brown stripe in between each one for the little peep eyes. So same thing, 64 stitches. Chiaogoo red lace, 2.5 millimeter, which is a US 1.5, 32-inch cord. Again, stitch marker. If you're curious about the stitch markers, it will be linked down below. Here is the cake. I don't know if you can really see the colors, but I will be working on these two. I don't know if I'll have them finished. I don't know. This week, I'm not sure where I'm going to go with my knitting. I might just do socks. I have a project that I will talk about in dream knitting, but this is like, once you see what I'm going to do, I'm kind of like procrastinating. But, yep, this is all I got. A cuff and maybe 10 rows. I do 12 rows of 2x2 rib. These ones are going to be for me. And I would like to have them done before Easter so I can wear them on Easter if it's not hot. I feel like it's either really hot or it's freezing. And that's all my whips. Just 2 socks. And we need to rearrange because my foot's falling asleep. All right. So I already showed my needles here. I showed these. Get some of these. If you are a sweater knitter, you probably already have these and you're like, duh. But yes. You know, I do my socks magic loop. So I probably could have done the magic loop. But in the round is where it's at for sleeves. I mean, a sleeve is pretty much just a sock tube, but I thoroughly enjoyed those needles. All right, now we're going to do some, I guess we'll do dream knitting next. Real fast. You guys remember this book? So my next shawl pattern is in this book. I was smart and marked the page so I wouldn't get distracted and show it to you. Let's see. Right there it is. This is the painting honeycombs, the little ones. Here's a better picture. Right there. So I am going to do that shawl. I have, I'm going to do a white background like this one. We're going to go outside the box. I usually like to do dark colors, so white's kind of like, oh, is it going to get dirty? Is it going to bleed? Ooh, I don't know. I'm unsure about this. Maybe that's why I haven't cast it on. No, I'll tell you the real reason why I haven't casted it on yet. So I'm going to do a Knitpicks Stroll White as the main color. And for all of the contrast colors, I'm going to use my Dragon Horde Yarn Cafe Creations Advent Calendar. So that is why it hasn't been cast on, because I'll have to wind up all of those minis. I'm not a fan of winding up yarn. Yes, I could do it by hand, but that's just as bad as getting out the ball winder. So I don't know if I'm going to go like in color order as I open them or just arrange it myself. That's another thing I have to think about. Yeah. So I'm going to lay them out color the way I open them. Look at it. If I like it, we'll go with that. If I don't, we'll flip-flop it around until I like it. So yeah. I think that is what's holding me back right now. I just finished that big project. Right now I feel like I just want to work on small things. I don't know. I will get there. I will get there when I'll be like, I'll wake up one day and I'll be like, okay, we're casting this on. Maybe I'll just wind up 5 minis and then I'll just knit until I've used them all and then I'll have to wind more. I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to have to do yet. But I love minis. I don't love winding minis. I need to teach my kids how to do that so they can do it for me. So that is my dream cast on. I don't know if I'm going to cast it on this week. My kids have one more week of school and then they'll have spring break. We have plans to ship them to Grandma's. So maybe that week I'll cast it on, since the house will be quiet. Usually when I start shawls, it needs to be quiet, I need to focus, I need to be able to read, no distractions. And then usually once I get into it, then I'm like, okay, I can breathe, I know what I'm doing. You guys can talk to me. Okay, now I'm going to show my acquisitions. Now both of these, I have no words. I have no words. You guys are the best. You guys are the best. So a viewer contacted me on Instagram saying, she's like, I've had a crappy day. My husband's bugging me. My kids are annoying me. I think that's what she said. I'm not going to say her name, but. And she's like, please let me fix this problem for you. It will make me feel better. And I felt really bad that she bought this for me. But I appreciate it at any rate, and I'm so happy. What? She bought me season 2 of Vikings. I probably need to like sign up for a Patreon or something so you guys could support me. So she wanted to do this to support my podcast. And she said, you can't just watch I mentioned in the last episode, I was just going to watch the little recaps of each episode because I couldn't find it. And she said, you can't do that. You have to watch it. So she got this for me. Thank you so much. I know I've thanked you probably 1 billion times and you're tired of listening to me, but Vikings. So excited. We'll talk about reading and watching in a minute here. And then my friend Amy, the person I'm making the socks for, I already decided to make her those socks before she got me this, so. Knitty friends are the best friends. What? Oh, I saw this. This is Knit for Brains. I saw this in her shop, and I'm like, oh my word, I want that. But do I really need another bag? And then she sold out really fast, and I'm like, well, I guess. She sold out, and then she made another order of this fabric, and my friend was sneaky, and she's like, hey, save one for my friend, I'll buy it. Oh. This right here is my favorite. Do you guys know what this is from? Duck Hunt. Oh, I remember playing that game all the time. Pac-Man. Probably really showing my age, but that's okay. It's okay. Smurfs. And this Bobble. I remember this Bobble game. I don't know if this is like 70s and 80s. The Etch-a-Sketches. My favorite. I didn't really play Atari. So maybe that's why I feel like this is like 70s, 80s bag. Kind of remember Frogger. I don't know the sausage dude. I don't know where he's from. But Donkey Kong. I'm not sure what the fruit is for. Pound Puppies? Do you remember Pound Puppies at Care Bears? So, there's a little, I don't know if this comes on all the bags or if she just added that zipper pull on here. It's got a wire frame in it. So it's a pretty deep bag. So I'm thinking about putting all my minis in here. When I do my shawl project, this will just be my mini bag, and then I'll keep my shawl in a different bag. But look at this. You are all the best. If you watch my podcast, you do not have to buy me anything. Which is probably why I need to get on Patreon, but I don't know how that works or something else. I feel weird taking people's money. It just makes me feel weird. So that's why I haven't done it yet. It just makes me feel weird. Because I'm doing this for free. I'm doing this because I like to share my makes with everybody. So that it just feels weird. So I do appreciate all the gifts. But if you're watching, you do not have to buy me anything. You can watch my podcast for free. If there are any ads in this video, YouTube is taking the money. I am not getting any money from the ads. I don't think my podcast is big enough. I don't have that many viewers. I don't know how that whole thing works. So, that is my acquisitions. Thank you so much. I can't believe it. Okay, now we'll go to reading, watching. And then we'll do life stuff real fast. We're at 35 minutes. We're chugging along. So I finished reading The Tower of the Swallows. That is book 4 in the Witcher series. So good. I'm listening to both of these on audio. I have a book on Kindle, but it's the book I read right before I go to sleep. And I don't know what's happening because I'm like reading and I'm falling asleep, or I'm just kind of like skimming it real fast. I need to I think I'm like 45% in. I don't even know what the book's called. It's just like, I need to read a little bit and I fall asleep. It's a second book in the series. I don't remember. Maybe next time I will remember and I will also add it in there. But these ones are both audiobooks, so I finished the 4th Witcher book. I started the 5th one, which is The Lady of the Lake. Ooh, that is a chunky book. That was like 20 hours. I do listen to them a little bit faster. So I think I dropped it down to like maybe 16 hours. I don't like to listen to it real fast, just a little bit. So that is book 5, and then I believe there's one more, which is like a prequel. I think it's point 7. No, it's point 6. That's the last one I'm going to read. I looked up on the internet of how to read these books, and this is pretty much what most of them said, this order, so that is what I'm going through. Yeah, so I'm just going to keep on moving along. I did come to a decision. At the beginning of the year, I set my goal for 105 books. Let's see. Last year, I had a really hard time reading. I just either wasn't in the mood, I didn't find they were all duds, it seemed like. A lot of them were. There might have been a few good ones in there, but I was just like, I feel like I was just reading real fast, not paying attention, just to get to my goal. So I decided that. So this year I set my goal for 105. I think I was like 9 books behind. And this is March. And I'm like, all right, I'm not going to stress myself out by reading 100 books. This is not worth it. There is a lot of books that I want to read that are like chunky. And last year I said I can't read them because I need to get to 105. Or I think last year I read 120, but it was too much. So this year I cut it down to 105. I changed my goal. And yeah, so I can read some of those chunky books. I think there's like 3 or 4 Outlander books that I haven't read yet. And she came out with a new one, and it's like, I really want to get back to those. Yes, there's a lot of, and there's some Brandon Sanderson books. I can't think of the title or the series. I think I read a couple of those, and then I quit because they're just so thick. It's like, I can't read 120 books if I read these. So, if you guys care, that's what I'm going to do. I changed it to 52 books, and now I am like 4 books ahead of schedule. So, I am just going to focus on reading what I want to read and not worry about too much about the number. So that is my thought, if you are in that same place as I am. Okay, watching. I'm going to start this real soon. We are watching Atlantis, Season 2. We have 3 more episodes. And either after we finish Atlantis, or if we finish Stargate first. Whatever finishes first, we're going to watch this. And I'm excited. If you're new, I have Netflix DVDs service, and for some reason season 2 like disappeared and they don't have it anymore. If I would have watched the series when it started, I probably would have been able to watch it. So that is why I have them on DVD, so I can watch them. Because I won't talk about my husband. I'm just not going to go there. That's it. We just have Netflix and Spotify, and that's it. No broadcast TV, no cable. Yep. We do have internet, so I'm not completely, like, in a cave. Okay, so Atlantis Season 2, we're almost done. Stargate Season 8. I feel like we're really close. I feel like we've been watching it forever. I'm still watching Walking Dead. Very good. New episode tonight. That means tomorrow I can watch a new episode. I also, my husband took my kids swimming. Indoor swimming. Pool, obviously, because it's March in Michigan. And I got to watch 3 episodes of Supernatural. I haven't been able to watch that for various reasons. My husband's working from home. Internet doesn't work. Blah, blah, blah. We're not going to go into it. But so he took them to the pool, and I'm like, I'm watching TV. So I watched 3 episodes. Oh, that show's so good. I have 5 episodes left. Oh, I'm so sad. That show is the best. I think I might just go back and watch it again. And then when I see the first season, I'll be like, oh, look, they're like 10. They're going to look like babies. It's going to be hilarious. But yeah, I don't know if I'll ever have time to go back and watch it, but hopefully it stays on Netflix for a long time. Because that's another one they don't have DVDs of. They might have maybe 8 seasons and then they just quit. Oh, Netflix. Yeah, so that's it for reading and watching. I did stash. Now we're going to do life stuff real fast. It actually got warm this week. There was like 2 days where it was like, one day I got to 70, and one day it was like 67 or something. Oh, I was able to open the windows in my house. Oh, it was so nice. It's like the best feeling after your house has been shut up for like 3 or 4 months. Probably 4 or 5 months, and then you can open the windows and get that fresh air. Oh, it's perfect. Okay, what else? Spring break. My kids have 1 more week of school, and then the next week is spring break. We are taking my kids to, we're doing Camp Grandma's for spring break. Half of the week they'll be at my in-laws. The other half of the week they'll be at my parents'. So next week we're dropping them off on Sunday. So I won't be able to record on Sunday. So what I'm going to do is record on Saturday. And I'm still going to upload Sunday night. Or I'll do Saturday night and schedule it to post on Monday. So you guys will still have a Monday episode. I probably will still have my Scrappy Sunday mug unless my other one comes in. I don't know. I don't think it will be here. Unless she ships it on Monday. Then it might. I might still have my Scrappy Sunday mug. I might say it's Sunday. Because I'm so used to doing this on Sundays. Yeah. So I'm going to record a day early, so I'm going to have less content. I'm going to have 1 day less of content. What else? My husband has to work, so we're not really going to do anything. I'm having a really hard time with this, everything's open again. With the COVID situation. I'm having a really hard time with this. I was fine being locked up in my house. I didn't want to go anywhere. And now my husband is like, let's go out to dinner. And I'm like, I don't want to. He keeps asking me. It's like, I don't want to. I have noticed that before COVID, restaurant food makes me feel gross. It doesn't matter what I eat. I tried, I used to have burgers and I'm like, okay, I don't feel good with eating burgers. Let's try something else. Same thing. I think it's the salt. I'm unsure. I can't pinpoint what it is because I eat different things and from different places. Anyway, you guys don't need to know this. I'm ranting. So anyway, my husband wants us to go out to eat and I just don't want to. And I'm being stubborn and he's probably getting mad at me. But please tell me I'm not the only one that's having a really hard time. Just like, okay, let's go back to normal. COVID is just a flu bug. You're going to get it. And then I hear the news about them. It shrinks your brain, and then it freaks me right out. So mentally, I am not doing that great. Also, my husband planned a vacation this summer, and I don't want to go. I don't want to go. Is that bad? Is it bad of me? All of us have been in the house together for probably like a year and a half. I mean, this year it was a little better because the kids went back to school. My husband has been working from home for two years. And it's like, I don't want to go on vacation with you guys. I want to be by myself. Maybe there's something wrong with me. Is there something wrong with me that I don't want to go on vacation with my family? I want to stay home. I'd rather be home by myself. I don't know. Maybe I need to go see a therapist or something. Anyway, so that's where I'm at. You guys know my deep, dark secrets now. We'll see how that goes. I guess we'll end this now because I'm at 47 minutes. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. If you have any questions or comments, put them right down there. I do love reading those. Yeah. So like I said, I will record on Saturday. And I will do my best to still upload it on Monday because there's lots of viewers out there like, yay, it's Monday, it's time to watch Lisa. So, yeah, I might upload it on Saturday night and then do a schedule type thing. So I've done that in the past and it worked out. So I might do that. In that case, if something happens and it doesn't upload, I'll have another day to do it. I think I'm going to do that. All right, so this week I'm just going to keep on knitting. I have no idea where this week is going to take me, so it will be a surprise for me too. I'm really enjoying all the socks, so I might just knit socks this week. We'll see. All right, that is all, I think. Hopefully, I will see you next week. Bye.